Hello friends, how you doing? Day 1839, hope you're doing amazing. I'm gonna try this vertical view for this live video. But welcome back to Storytime Sunday. Oh my gosh. This was the busiest weekend of my busy season this year for my casino rental events. And Friday night was quite the doozy. And I thought I'd come in and just share with you how that day went. Oh my gosh. Obviously this is gonna be a long video, but yeah, if you want to hear what can actually happen, oh my gosh, stick around. Holy crap. So I had 5 events on Friday and I had 5 events yesterday, but I'll just mainly talk about Friday. And so I had everything planned, and if everything goes to plan, then everything's smooth. And so okay, so you know Murphy's Law, if something goes wrong, that could go wrong, will go wrong. It kind of felt that way on that day. And so I started off in the morning. I think we met up at 10 a.m. to start loading up the trailer with all the equipment. And so I started off, everything was fine, and then I fell. I was moving something, tripped over a crate. I fell because it was a very heavy wheel that I was spinning. I fell over the crate backwards, banged my head against one of my big tables, and obviously I was shook up a little bit. I took a couple of minutes to kind of just gain my bearings, see how I was, and I didn't feel anything like really horrible. And so I said, okay, you know what? Well, we got stuff to do. In a full day of work. It's one of those like 18-hour plus days. And so we kept going. I loaded stuff, and I kind of planned some things in my head. And so set up one event, went to a second one, set up that event. And on Thursday, we set up a couple events before that. And holy smokes, it was a lot of work. Oh, actually, here, let me show. I don't know if you can see this. This is my forearm. You see all the the bruises? Whew, I'm definitely grateful that my business weekend is over and I got through it. But wow, what a day. So after loading the tables, I went downtown to set up an event. Finished that, boom, head back to Metrotown, set up that event. Basically set them up. Basically I thought everything was set up, no problem. As I was finishing the one in Metrotown, I get a call from the first one. And I missed it, so she was like, hey, you know what? Call me back urgently, please. And so I called, hey, how you doing? I'm thinking everything's all cool. And she was not pleased. And she started to tell me about, how I can, she's like, why are you giving me these tables? Do you realize who we are? Da, da, da. And she was mad. I was like, whoa. I'm like, okay. And I was kind of shocked, to be honest. And, she's like, you guys have 5 stars. And, how can you be if you're doing this and that? I'm like, whoa. I'm like, okay. I didn't know I couldn't say a thing. Okay, so when she stopped, I was like, I didn't know what to say. So what I've learned is when someone's really highly emotional or mad or what have you, just stay calm and just acknowledge your feelings. So first thing I said, okay, first off, I'm sorry. And I acknowledged it, like, you know what? You're right, I probably should have given you this or this or this instead. And she's like, well, yeah, she went on a little bit more and says, you better make this right. I'm like, again, I didn't know what to say. So I said, okay, give me a few minutes to work this out, and I'll call you back. Got off the phone. I didn't know what to do. I called Jason. Jason, what do you do? He's like, dude, we got a freaking thing on our hands. Get up, get ready, get dressed, head downtown. I need you ASAP. We got to fix this. And so I came up with a solution, and she was like, I say, no, if we did this, is this okay? She's like, that would definitely help, but you got this too. I'm like, okay. So I'm like trying to fix things, and I'm calling Jason. I was like, hey, yo, okay, what can we do? What can we do to fix this? Because we were on a freaking time crunch. And so we were able to do the first part. And the second one, after some time, Jason got there, talked to her, scoped out the situation, says, well, it's going to disrupt this part of the party if we do this. And I said, okay, well, you know what? If there's no issues here, then that'll be fine. We can live with that. We're like, okay, cool. We did other stuff, so everything seemed okay. And then I leave, and then I get a text. I was like, so there's no cards at the baccarat table. I'm like, are you kidding me? No way. So as if we didn't already, she was. Okay, here's the thing. I number one, I don't blame her for reacting the way she did. You know, she paid for service. She has certain expectations, and we did not meet them. And she was irate, and so I get it, right? And you know, if I were in her position, I'd probably feel the same way. In general, I don't want to make excuses. I had a reason. Like, I bumped my head. I wasn't making clear or best decisions. I didn't tell any of that. Why? At the end of the day, a client, all they want to know is that I pay for this, you need to deliver it. Whatever you have to do on your end, you take care of, right? So I didn't give any excuses. I said, okay, let me work on it. Let me make it right. Let me fix this. And so we did the best we could in the circumstance, in the time frame that we had. And so I had to run around a little bit. I got the shoe. I came back. I worked the event. And then afterwards, I finally saw her at the end of the event. And I just said, I am so sorry. And said, I want to apologize in person. And, you know, she was in much better spirits. She was like, okay, you know what? You know, we did that. That's great. You know, nothing happened there. So, you know, and, you know, it seems like this is better. Okay, you know what? It seems like everyone's happy. And so, you know, so it seems like she was much happier once that was sorted out. But at the same time, I definitely want to let her know that that obviously acknowledge that we made a mistake. I want to make it right? So I'm gonna message her tomorrow, give her a partial refund, obviously, and just say thank you. I'm not to say sorry for essentially putting her in that position, right? All her guests don't really know what went on, which I'm grateful for. You know, they don't need to know. Her as the event planner needs to make sure that her party goes the way that she wants, right? Especially if she's paying for it. And so we were able to fix that disaster. And then I'm heading all the way out to Fort Langley because I had to deliver one of those tables from that event all the way to Fort Langley in a timely manner. I had 1 hour. So, and it takes 45 minutes to get out there. And so after we got that, essentially when I left the first venue, 45 minutes. So, you know what? We're going to make it there just on time. I get a phone call from the Metrotown event. Hey, we're missing shoes and cards here. And I've looked everywhere. We can't find them. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, really? So before I left Vancouver, luckily I was on the way. I could stop by storage. I stopped by. I looked like, oh my gosh, there it is. And that's only because I fell over the crate itself with all the equipment. And of course, me banging my head, I missed everything. Or missed that one box. And so I said, okay, so we grabbed this and said, hey, found them, coming right now. And we got there about 15 minutes after the event was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. It was supposed to start at 8. We got there at 8:15. So Robertson was with me for the full day doing setup. So I said, okay, all right, when you get there, don't panic, don't run, don't rush. Just walk in cool, as if nothing's wrong. Just bring the cards, bring this case, give it to me, give it to the crew, and let them do what they need to do. And he came back. I said, did they start the games yet? He's like, no. I'm like, perfect. So the guests had no idea that we forgot them or whatever. Boom, head out to Fort Langley. So this time, we're running late. That one's supposed to start at 8:30. By the time we got there, it was just before 9, about 8:55. So we were 20 minutes behind. And then when we got there, luckily they were still doing speeches. So we got there before they started the games. So we just brought everything in, just put it next to the door, and said, the client came out, saying, oh, do you want me to open the door? So no, we'll wait for the speech. Once it's done, we'll just quickly assemble. It takes like 5 minutes. And then so we did that. Everything went smoothly after that. And luckily we ended that early. But oh my gosh, the fires I had to put out. Boom, 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 boom. And through the whole time, I had to think on my feet, strategize every time a challenge came up. And I felt so bad for my brother, for Robertson. He was, cause I was like yelling. I'm just like, I was so pissed at myself for not planning properly. But you know what? I'm human. I make mistakes. The only thing I can do is move forward from there. If I focus, what can I do? Focus on the solution. And as I calm down a little bit, I say, okay, as you can see, stuff is going to happen, especially when it comes to events. But you know what? That happens in life as well. But the question is, what are you going to do from here? Right? Are you keep looking back and beat yourself up? Or are you going to focus on solutions? What can you do from here to move forward? And that's all I did with the challenges that came up. Okay, what can I do to fix this? What can I do to make it right? What can I do to move this forward? And so that's what I do with all these events. Then at the end of the night, just tore down all the events, brought it back home. I couldn't sleep till like 3:30, 4 a.m. It was a long day. My adrenaline was pumping. Holy smokes. And then yesterday, I still had 5 events, but they're much smaller, so it was much more manageable. And, you know, one major hiccup, we were on time to reach an event. We're supposed to be there for 5:30-ish to set up, to ready for an event for 6 o'clock. And then we made a wrong turn. So instead of ETA being 5:36, it ended up being 6 o'clock, right when the event's supposed to start. Oh my gosh. Again, something happens. So we go out there, and we're about 5-10 minutes after the start time. So obviously, I'm not feeling good about this. So I'm like, okay, here's the plan, do this. Went to the client right away, said, hey, I'm sorry we're late. We're setting up, but we'll be ready in like 5 minutes. And then they're like, yeah, we called you. You're supposed to be here already. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't give an excuse. I said, we're sorry. We will be ready in like 5 minutes, right? Because again, people don't care. I tell them, traffic. There was a lot of traffic. Or I made a wrong turn. They don't care. You know, the only thing is to probably irritate them. You know, say, wow, like sure, like obviously you know there's traffic. Obviously you know things can come up. You're supposed to plan around this, right? That's what I would imagine they would say. Because that's what I would say. I'm like, dude, I paid you for this service. Like, you got to figure it out on your own, right? And, but yeah, holy smokes. Anyways, that is kind of a summary. There's other stuff. Oh, yeah, I forgot to eat. I planned an hour after setting up Metrotown on my way back downtown so I can stop by, grab a quick burger or what have you, and then go work the event. No, I had to fix that. So I had no food. I was feeling faint a number of times, and I was just like, whoa. Then I remember, oh my gosh, I didn't eat all day. That's nothing. I came home, I had to eat late night. And I'm like, wow. So yeah, it was a day. It was quite a day. But you know what? I'm grateful for it all. You know, at the end of the day, I think even with all those disruptions, those challenges, the guests never knew what was happening behind the scenes. And if that's the case, then hopefully my clients are happy. Well, they're all happy, it seemed at the end. Just that first one that was irate at me, I'm hoping that she can see, or hopefully from the feedback from her guests, that they were happy, right? Because, you know, if you're an event planner, you want to make sure your event goes well and smoothly and the standard that you see and envision for your party, right? And so hopefully she was able to calm down and understand that, you know, mistakes happen, and we did our best to make it right. I was running around with my head cut off, but I think I was able to fix most, if not everything. It was just a lot of stress on me. And yeah, I even told Robertson, I'm driving, I'm like, I'm sorry if I'm yelling at you. He's like, no, it's okay. You know, you told us before, like, you know, you're going to be highly stressed. And he's like, I can see you're really highly stressed. I'm like, I didn't realize, like, wow. And he was like, surprised. But he also said something that really made me feel like, I didn't think about it, but he's like, but yeah, like, how are you handling it? It's really good. You're staying calm. You're making work. You're da-da-da. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I am. I'm like, but, you know, it's I've been working towards building my capacity of how much I can actually handle. And so, yeah, my friends, when life hits you, don't run away from it. Face the challenges. Why? Because it prepares you for bigger challenges. There's no way I would be able to face all these like a decade ago. You know, I've been built up through challenges so that I can actually handle all of this. And so, yeah, when he said that, I was very, it gave me an opportunity to just kind of pause and think, like, oh, reflect. Oh, I am staying relatively calm. I was doing breathing exercises, like just calm down, dude. Calm down, like, because if you're like in the what's it, sympathetic system, right? Fight or flight. Like you're not in here. You're not in the frontal lobe where you're the rational thinking. It's just like fight or flight, survival, and that doesn't help you. That doesn't help you move forward. Doesn't help you figure out solutions. So I was able to calm myself down, my nervous system, and just focus on solutions. But wow, what a day! Holy, I'm sure I'm missing a few things, a few details, but like that was kind of a gist of the day that went for me. Holy smokes! Yeah, and today I went to bed at 3:30 last night. Got up around 11 and did a couple things. Then I took a nap again and just rested. Like I'm supposed to actually be at a friend's company party. I'm like, dude, I was hoping to come out, but you know what? I'm just gonna rest. I need to rest. I need to recover. I need to take care of this body, this mind, this brain, this temple. Because I have one body. If I don't take care of it, it won't take care of me. So I just, hey, sorry. I was hoping to make it out, but next time. And so, yeah, that was today. So if you ever had a crazy day, yeah, just a ton of fires, basically what it was. Fire after fire after fire. There's at least 4 fires I had to put out that day. And yeah, I had solutions. How I came up with the solution was just walking through it with Jason, talking through it. Said, oh hey, the other events downtown is actually like 5 minutes from there. We can get this from there and just see how the client thinks. And wow, yeah, it was very. I don't want to say overwhelming because it wasn't, because I was able to handle it, but it was highly, highly, highly stressful because of the time frame. We had no time. That's the thing. I had no time to really think about things because she called me at 3 o'clock. Guests arrived at 3:30, and the game started at 4:30. And I was in Metrotown. Rush hour Friday. Ah! Like, that's why I was freaking out. I'm like, dude, we have an hour and a bit to fix this. That's why I called Jason. Get ready, grab a uniform, grab these things. Oh yeah, I forgot to grab some cup holders for poker tables. Dude, so Jason, bring these so I can bring it to the other one. So yeah, I was just forgetting things and so forth. But yeah, I had to think as I went, and yeah, just challenges a lot. But you know what? Finally, it's done. I still have some more events left, but no more crazy busy days. Thankful, very thankful. Oh, and so that is it for today, my friends. I know it's a longer Storytime Sunday, but I just want to share with you what a day can be when you're doing events. And especially when you're the boss and everything falls on me, I gotta figure out everything. I can't blame anybody, you just gotta figure it out. And hopefully, and you know what, I'm so grateful. I have a phenomenal team. I have great people on my team that I call, and they were able to come. Oh yeah, so I had to call somebody, say, hey, can you come early? Help me set up these tables, help me fix this. And they like, oh yeah, I can be there in like 20 minutes. So I was like trying to figure out who else is available. Like, oh my gosh, like what? Like I said, I'm forgetting a bunch of details. There were so many things I had to like figure out, like, because I had to leave Robertson at the event because I need dealers while I fix this. So I had to find other people, pull them out, and then of course, every time there's a busy day, people cancel, whether it be what do you call it? Getting sick, called into work. One had a sibling who had a premonition that she would something bad would happen if she went to work. And I've never heard that before. She just paused it. I'm like, okay, it's all good. Like, I don't know. Like, if you don't want to come, you don't, I'm willing to come. Like, okay, thank you for telling me. And then I just figure out a solution. And that's why I always tell people, like, just tell me the truth up front. If you're gonna be late, tell me you're late, so I can deal with it. If you lie to me, you say I'll be there in 20 minutes, and you're there in an hour, dude, you're killing me. I'm more mad that you lied to me than that you're late. If you're late, I'll deal with it. I won't be happy, but I'll deal with it. But if you lie to me, oh my gosh, I'm pissed because you lied, because now I can't plan properly because of the time frame you give me, right? I understand life happens, I understand stuff comes up, but you know what? If you give me a heads up ASAP, I can figure it out. And so anyways, probably a lot more details than you need or would like to hear, but yeah, that was a typical day. I shouldn't say typical. It's a day, my most challenging day I've ever had doing events. Oh, hey, Pina. Yeah. Because now, you know, I've done this for a while. I've got a great team of people. I've been able to plan pretty well to kind of anticipate a lot of the things and put systems in place to prepare for, you know, things that come up. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, Plan E, Plan F even. But stuff still happens, right? And still got to execute. So, but that is it for today, my friends. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I have today off. I still got some work to do. I gotta get some payroll ready for like, in one event, I had 19 dealers yesterday. Oh, sorry, Friday. So, yeah. I think I needed like 40-something dealers on Friday. And I was able to fulfill that. But, you know, just managing those groups, the clients, the venues, the everything. And so, but again, the challenges allow me to start to think, okay, what else do I need to put in place so that I can prepare for next season and following seasons? It's all about systems. Do you have proper systems in your life? I'm talking about business-wise, but how about your life? Do you have systems in your life to help you move forward? If you want to lose weight, guess what? Are you surrounding yourself with people who also want to lose weight? Or are you hanging out with your friends who say, hey, let's go get good drinks after work and buy, like, I don't know, deep fried stuff, right? Systems, right? Those are the things that will help you move forward in your life with less effort down the road. You just got to put the systems in place, okay? And this is a reminder for myself as well. I'm not preaching to you. Anyways, that's it, my friends. Woo! Again, grateful for it all. Even more so now that I'm done. My busiest weekend. I love you all. Woo! And yeah, that's it. Love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.